Hello everyone, welcome to the Mono Report. I'm your host Mono, and today I have a review for you for the brand new film Only the Brave. Only the Brave comes to us from Tron Legacy and Oblivion director Joseph Kosinski, and is based on the true life story of the Granite Mountain Hotshots, who battled the Yarnell Hill Fire in June 2013. Now, as it is a film that is based on true life events, I actually didn't really know too much about the story going in, so I actually went in quite blind. And while I was a bit worried that the film might end up being a little bit melodramatic, what I ended up walking away with was a film that actually really quite touched me and was quite sincere, with an experience that is just heartbreaking and will leave you sobbing and really just emotionally shattered. The film stars an incredible Josh Brolin, who leads the Granite Mountain Hotshots, who is basically their superior. The group includes Chris McKenzie, who's played wonderfully by Taylor Kitsch, and the newcomer Brendan McDonough, played by a wonderful Miles Teller. Brendan is at a low point in his life, he's on drugs, his ex-girlfriend is pregnant, and he's being kicked out of home, so he needs something new in his life, and he turns to this group of firefighters. They give him sort of a new purpose in life and give him a bit of direction and where he can go. And what we get is a story that really allows us to see the bond formed by this group of firefighters as we learn a bit about each of their lives, what their aspirations are, and how they all progress and become the Hotshots. It's a really beautifully moving and touching film experience that really helps us to get to know these firefighters and get a sense of their camaraderie, which really pays a lot of respect to these men. The film is aided by a stellar supporting cast, which includes the likes of Jennifer Connelly and Jeff Bridges, which really just brings that extra weight and presence to some of the more heavy and emotional scenes, and it pays off instantly. A less actor would make some of these scenes just okay, but when you've got someone like Jeff Bridges, who is able to just pull off some of those more emotionally heavy scenes just effortlessly, it absolutely pays off. It is absolutely just worth having them there alone to really sell those scenes with ease. But honestly, the whole cast really commit to their roles quite beautifully, and you really do grow quite attached to them. Josh Brolin is commanding and powerful, as he usually is in his roles. He's really quite spectacular, and he really adds quite a lot of gravitas, in addition to Miles Teller, who kind of acts as the mirror to Josh Brolin's character. Only the Brave is a little melodramatic, more so in the earlier scenes where we're kind of setting up and getting to know a lot of these characters, and it really just mainly falls to the dialogue, where you're hearing a lot of things that people just really wouldn't say in real life, so it just doesn't really feel all that natural, and you just want something that feels just a bit more authentic, where you get sort of the speeches that you would normally typically expect in a film like this, you know, these types of biopics. So it just feels a little bit superficial in a way that you just want a little bit more, something that seems a bit more grounded and realistic. And there are a lot of moments with the dialogue where it is sort of helping you to get to know these characters and sort of fall in love with them, get to know their personalities a bit. So in that respect, it does help them. It really helps build towards that really big emotional gut punch you kind of get towards the end of the film. So in that sense, the dialogue does sort of help. But when it comes to some of the more sappy and cheesy lines, such as one nurse going, "Oh, you guys are all heroes," it just feels a bit tacked on and not quite authentic. So I just feel like someone maybe would have improvised the line or tried a different line just to make it feel just a bit more natural rather than just the typical biopic type dialogue. The dialogue is very respectful to the people involved, and it does certainly help that you have people like Josh Brolin delivering these lines so that they can pull off that delivery that helps sell some of the lines, but for some of the newer or younger actors, it doesn't always work. And thankfully, having someone like Joseph Kosinski around to help direct some of the more visually intensive scenes, such as these big dream sequences or a lot of the big fire and disaster scenes, really help pay off considering the budget, as it is a smaller film. Having that knowledge from CGI heavy films like Tron and Oblivion really help pay off, as you can really get a lot out of some of the more visually intensive scenes, which normally would rely on a much larger budget, but here he's able to do a lot with very little, and that's really quite commendable. But as a film that really respects and pays tribute to the firefighters who battled these fires, it really is an emotionally powerful film that really is worth exploring, even if it is a little bit too melodramatic for its own good. Just be prepared to bring a box of tissues with you, just in case. Only the Brave gets an 8.5 out of 10 for me. Guys, I hope you like this review. If you did like this review, do remember to hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment down below in the comments section. Have you seen Only the Brave, or are you planning to see the film? Do let me know in the comment section below. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, do hit the subscribe button with the little bell next to it, which will remind you when the Mono Report uploads new content. And don't forget, you can follow the Mono Report on Facebook and Twitter at the Mono Report. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be doing more reviews with the camera from now on, so you get used to seeing my face a lot more rather than just my voice. So look forward to that. There'll be a lot more of these, and don't forget to stay right here for your Mono Fix. Bye, guys.